Well, I don't really have a script for this one, so just kind of going off the cuff, so I guess we'll just jump right into it. Hello friends, welcome back to the show. So glad to see you all once again, and thank you so much for joining us if you're new here. And this is a little bit different if you are stopping on this for the first time, so you got a little bit of catching up to do, but welcome just the same. We're so glad to have you. I hope you'll jump below and hit the subscribe button and the like button while you're down there, because we got some great stuff on this channel. Some movie reviews and TV shows and things that we grew up on in the 80s and 90s. So if this sounds like something you enjoy, then please stick around. But today is a little bit different because I have a big announcement. And it's pretty exciting. But if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you've already figured it out that I'm moving. And not far. I'm still going to be in Ohio, just in another town. We bought a house, and which is very exciting. And it's the first house that Mary and Beth and I have bought together. And currently we've been renting since we got married to prepare for that. And we've been looking for a long time and finally found the right place, which is very exciting and a lot of work, and was the other part of why I took a break over the summer. Was one, doing the theater show, but also to work on the house and kind of get things ready for that. Now, what that means for the channel, however, if you don't know, I filmed this here in my townhouse. So the studio. So that means I'm going to be moving to a new studio, a new setup. So all of this will be changing, and which again is very exciting and a little sad, because this is where I started. This was the beginning of YouTube. I've certainly I've been in this space, which is kind of a studio office, since I started on YouTube. And actually, when I moved into this space, I wasn't planning on doing YouTube, so it isn't really set up exactly how I would want it for YouTube. I just kind of made do with what I had and kind of, dressed this back here, and certainly that has changed over time. But now with the new space, I can be able to build it and construct it exactly the way that I want, with YouTube in mind, and decorate it and have more space and more ability to do different things. Which is all very exciting and very fun to do. Just a lot of work. Like I said, it's Mary Beth and I's first house together, so it's fun planning and coming up with new things to do there and ways of putting this house together. But like anything, it's change, which is sometimes challenging and not as easy for some people as others. And I think I'm a bit nostalgic because I look around the space as not ideal as it is for YouTube. It's where I started, and it's where, it's the surroundings that I've had for the last couple of years as I've taped these videos. And it is a little sad looking around here and going, this is going to go away. And certainly the stuff and the things that I have dressing the set are all going to still be a part of it and are going with me. They're not staying here, obviously, but this configuration, this point of view. I mean, I've sat in this spot looking at the camera this way since the beginning, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of sad. And I'm kind of looking around now, just trying to absorb the surroundings all in. And actually, I've never done this before, but just to show you, this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way that this looks. But what you don't see is everything outside of the frame, which I've never showed you. So now's as good a time as any, huh? So this is what you see, but this is what you don't. This is what I've been masking out by pulling the camera in. I got my desk over here, which is currently recording the audio. I've got this chair that's kind of shoved in the corner so that it's out of the way. I've got these two windows, which I've had to kind of block one of them so that the light's not coming in, to try to keep it consistent. I mean, it's not ideal. And it's trying to double as a shooting space, but also an editing space. And then it's kind of become a collect-all, especially with moving. It's become more so that. So it's exciting to get into a new space, but still, this has been my space for the last couple of years. The excitement of getting into a new space, you will not have to wait as long as I will, because you can take a look at it right now. What do you think? Here we are in the new studio. I got to tell you, I am so excited to finally be in this space and finally be able to show it to you. Obviously, I've been here for a little while, but to be able to share it with you, because this is the first time that I've really been able to have a space with lots of room and be able to set it up exactly the way that I wanted with this intention in mind. I had a lot of fun getting all of my stuff out and getting everything back on the shelf. And most of the things that are back here on the shelf as the backdrop was in that old space. They were just off camera. They were just up in the, on different shelves that weren't in the camera. So it's been so exciting, and I can't wait to get back into the swing of things. I do have fun decorating and constructing and painting and doing all those things, but I'm really looking forward to getting back into creating regular videos for you. And I know when I recorded the first part of this video, it was over the summer, and I thought fully that I was going to be able to, by the fall, early winter, be back in front of you to showcase the new space. Obviously, that didn't happen. Here we are in February now, and it was really just timing of everything. That once we finally got possession of the house and we were able to get in there, we remodeled the kitchen. Well, we didn't. We paid somebody to do it, but that was a long process. And then we had a housewarming party that we were preparing for, and then we hosted Thanksgiving for the first time at our house, and obviously Christmas, and we had a big New Year's Roaring 20s party. So just a lot of fun stuff that's been happening around the house. So this project kind of got pushed a little further down the way, but now I'm getting back into the swing of things, and it was obviously a little bit of an impromptu break, one that I hadn't really planned on taking that much time off away from the channel. And I know I had a couple of videos sprinkled in there, but certainly not as many as I wanted to. But I think the break was good. I feel rejuvenated. I feel excited about what we have coming up here on the channel and some of the new content that I'm working on. And like I said, the best part about this channel is being able to share a passion of mine in DC animated movies and cartoons that I grew up on with all of you. And that's what I want to get back to, is discussing and sharing those thoughts and feelings about those things, and get back to creating regular content. So for those of you that thought that I disappeared or vanished from YouTube, I haven't. I'm still here. I've just been working on this, and now that I have a quality space that's designed specifically for doing YouTube, I think I can put out more videos. I think that I can. I think that it'll help with the system of getting things put out and just being able to focus on the creative side of things, rather than every time wanting to do a video having to move a bunch of boxes and a chair and set up the camera just right and kind of squeeze into this spot and position everything just so. Now everything's ready to go. I can flick on the camera and away we go. So yeah, obviously, if you can't tell, I'm extremely excited about what's to come. I don't want to get too far into that. This video is about the new studio, but very soon I will be announcing what the next series of videos that I'll be putting out on here on the channel, putting out on here on the channel, making for you. And always, thank you for your support and your patience with me as I took a little bit longer of a break than what I had planned to. But I'm back, and I'm ready to hit the ground running and talk about all those great things that we grew up on as kids in the 80s and 90s, and hear your thoughts about those things. But please jump below, hit the like button if you're also excited about having some regular videos coming out from me, and hit the subscribe if you haven't already, maybe even the bell notification so you know when those videos come out. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with a little behind the scenes process of building this, of setting up this studio here, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth tour of the studio. I guess that's a thing on YouTube that I might do, showcasing the entire space here. But I guess I should stop talking and get to work so we can pack all this up and get to the new studio. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We've got some great content on its way, and lots of fun things to talk about. Some great things have been happening in the DC world since we last talked. Some milestones to celebrate here on the channel, and lots of cool things. So please subscribe, like, and as always, this is Andy Knode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.